Echoing sounds, echoing sounds. Was it birth cries of steel that rang out from the cradle of the engines? A giant dragon of steel hidden deep underground, neither speaking nor moving. The multi-connector supermassive calculation engine was a dragon of steel. Not many humans knew that this tunnel was called the engine corridor. It should be around the same number as those who know why the queen still lives. Or is she supposed to be dead or what? For example, the leaders of criminal organizations that never hesitate to kill, the head of a secret society writhing in the darkest corners of Europe. Those who have attained the position of Diogenes at the foot of her highest, the queen who governs Britain. Deep underneath London, countless engines were joined together to create this tunnel, a corner of the engine corridor that forms part of the brain of Britain. Some think of it as a circuit, some think of it as an altar. You must never set foot in that place if you value your life. You must not even imagine what lies hidden inside if you value your life. Not one respectable human existed there. There was only darkness, black and steel. A black man and a steel woman. Within the cradle of engines, the steel woman sees.
我が主、メタクリッターの発生フラグメントを確認しました。検体が使用されたようです。
Is it minigame time again?
フラグメント類型は？
はい。通式パターンの思考ノイズを確認しました。
陽性型か？
Fairy type.
はい。
そうか。さて、王たる者よ。お前はどの程度の叫びを聞かせるのか。
Who's that king he speaks of? It was a small silhouette standing in the darkness. It must be a child. A young girl out on her own, this late at night. It was hard to tell if the girl was standing or walking. Her form was hazy. Yes, she gave a vague impression. The fog and smoke stood in the way. It was like an illusion, but the glimmer of the engine lights making the girl's shadow made it clear this was still reality. However, it wasn't possible. Even from this far away, the girl was obviously not an orphan. The girl's clothes and hair floating in the wind proved that she was from at least a middle-class family. There was no way she'd be walking across a bridge over the Thames without a single escort this late at night. However, the girl was definitely there, within the fog and smoke. The young girl's mouth moved. She was whispering something faintly. The young girl's eyes wavered. Drops fell from her eyes, gazing on the city. The fallen tears took form along with the whispers.
うつらと呼び寄せるあなたの怖いもの何?
The young girl's shadow took form. Warped, twisted, making grating noises. Uncountable black necks stretched up. Uncountable red eyes shone. The shadow became black monsters, one after the other from the young girl's feet. Monsters born from darkness. Demons which undulated as drops of red fell from them. Several of the black monsters that appeared on the night Mary called a nightmare.
群れは愚かで醜く誰かをいつも罪となって風が罰を運ぶ去りしはずの国から二つ目のものがここへ来る何も切り裂くためだけ
The young girl gazes at the city, and then she whispered something. She was too far from the shore for expression to be visible, however, her expression and her tears were gazing at one and only one silhouette. A silhouette unmoved by the writhing black monsters, unafraid of the young girl who led that herd with whispers. It just gazed upon the bridge from that street.
さてさて、
Oh, it's Heinz.
君の焦がれる思いとやらは果たしてどの程度のものを生み出すのかな。実に興味深い実験だ。願わくば君に甘くかぐわしい死の香りを。
Since they'd used the gurney, they arrived with plenty of time to spare for dinner. It didn't take long to get to West End. Viola offered to take them out for dinner at a restaurant near the hotel, as thanks for showing her such wonderful places, and Angie approved. They got out of the gurney shortly before reaching the Ritz. Viola said she wanted to walk through London's night air a little, and Angie approved. The three of them walked down the street. Mary thought it was a safe enough place. Women couldn't walk alone in East End, of course. But here and the Square Mile were very safe, so she wasn't worried about walking down the road at night. Until recently, it would have been considered dangerous for one woman to walk alone even in those areas. Everything changed in the 20th century. Engines, cities, people and thoughts. The older lecturers sometimes spoke of it. It didn't feel real. To Mary, there was only the London of the present. But she did find herself thinking that London was scary at night. Until a month ago, such a thought had never crossed her mind. Somewhere in the night, there was an entrance to that terrifying black city, set to swallow up victims. She almost felt like she was forgetting the people walking with her. However, when she looked into an alleyway, when she saw darkness not under an engine light, Mary remembered. The black city which she experienced in the far reaches of her hazy memories.
そういえばメアリーは大丈夫？門限あんまり遅いとミセス・ハドソンが。門限はいいの。今日も外泊するって伝えておいたから。
Well, if she has late curfew, then it shouldn't be a problem.
外泊？誰と？私とです。昨日は一緒のベッドで眠ったんですよ。いいの？アーシェも呼んでよ。羨ましい羨ましい。
Threesome, huh?
いいの？メアリーも一緒にお泊まりなんて。そっか、親戚だものね。なら仕方ない。それでバイオラ、どこのホテル？ここから近い？バイオラはほら、お金持ちだから。リッツというホテルに宿泊しています。夜の街の眺めがとても綺麗なんです。リッツ？いいな、超高級ホテルでお泊まり。大きな声出さないの。あなたの家は高級ホテルと同じか。もしかしたらそれ以上のお屋敷でしょ。貴族もピンキリなの。あなたはピンの方です、アンシェリカ。
She puffed out her adorable cheeks. Mary tried to tell her that would make Charlie angry, but in that moment, something.
何かが聞こえた気がした。声。アーシェでもバイオラでもない。
It's time, isn't it?
誰かが私に呼びかける声。通りをすれ違う誰か。違うわ。
She couldn't hear the voice clearly. She only felt that it came from behind her. Who? No, not anyone. It hadn't sounded like a human voice, a voice she couldn't remember. A sound, a voice she'd never heard before. However, it was definitely something she'd felt before. Once, no, twice. Back then, yes, she remembered. She was on the Square Mile. She'd been walking alone on the paved roads. Right now. Angie was next to her. So was Viola. Other people walking along the street still existed without disappearing. And yet she still heard it. It wasn't her imagination, a voice from behind, calling out to her from far away. Mary searched her hazy memories. What had she done? What had she done after hearing it? Behind her? Yes, behind her. So she turned around. And then that had been behind her. First the steel, second the flames. So what was it calling out to her from behind now? She didn't know. She just felt a strong chill. Her sense of equilibrium suddenly shook. She was standing on the ground, but she felt uneasy, as if standing on water with violent waves. Impatience, confusion. Her body was so frozen it couldn't sweat.
何ここで。なぜこんなに唐突に。いいえ、違うわ。今までもそう。予告されたことなんてなかった。多分。電信越しに初めに声がある。でも今は何もなかったはずなのに。なぜ1ヶ月も何もなかった。
Oh, it has already been a month, huh? Mary felt chills and a desire to vomit. At the same time, yes, she understood. She knew why she'd gone a month without having to feel this. Her memories of the Black City were always veiled and missed. She could never remember them clearly. That was why she'd been fine.
これを この強烈な感情を常に実感を伴って思い出せるなら一日と持たないと思う。きっとすぐに狂ってしまうから。
She felt her heartbeat speed up on its own. She wasn't even running, but she already felt like she was running out of breath. She still didn't feel a presence behind her. She'd only heard the voice from far away. Once, as impatience and chills tormented her body, Mary thought. What did she have to do about this thing coming in search for her right eye? Her eyes wandered in search of something. A constable? Someone to help her? No, that wouldn't accomplish anything.
思考が一つにまとまっていた。そうよ。できることは一つだけだと彼も言っていたわ。アーシェ。何？
She smiled as Angie turned towards her. Calmly. She yelled at herself to stay calm. She couldn't let her notice. Right now she had to keep her from suspecting anything, no matter how much lying it took. It did hurt. She didn't hesitate. She just hoped Angie wouldn't notice it.
インに忘れ物をしちゃったみたい。先にバイオラと一緒に行っていて。すぐに追いつくから。お願いね。一人で行くの
Mary ran off without waiting for an answer. She slid into the alleyway she'd seen earlier. She felt that she shouldn't go back the same way she'd came, but her body and mind wanted to go back towards the college. The two forces conflicted, pushing her sideways into the alleyway. She ran through the alley, running.
来た。今ではもう痛いほどはっきりとわかる。2体のあれと同じ怪物が近くに。私の背後にいるのがわかる。
She was lucky no one else was in the alley. If she'd been in the square mile, there could have been orphans like Canis and Henry still running around. However, this was the safest place in London. There were no orphans. There were no boys and girls living in back alleys, or adults living off petty crime. There was no one there. Here, she could be sure she wouldn't get anyone involved. Not her precious Angie, not Viola with her familiar smile. She wouldn't have to get them involved. Chills that seemed to numb her limbs, disorderly breathing that seemed to rob her of consciousness, an undulating flow that seemed to make her thoughts chaotic. In other words, the terror assaulting Mary. Her consciousness became thick and cloudy, just as before. Mary felt assured on the inside, thank goodness. Now, there was only one thing she had to do. She turned around. Here we are, stage 3.
黒い街、黒い空。ここはそう、黒の世界。
Sharnoth, eh? What should have been an alleyway had changed into a strangely warped black city. It seemed to be made not of buildings, but of unsettling black shadows. The giant golden clock rising up into the black sky, a crumbling Big Bang. The black city, she'd come here 3 times. The sky, the alley paving stones, the walls of buildings, everything was dark and black, lacking any other color. Her eyes wouldn't adapt to it. It was little different from closing one's eyes. If she wasn't careful, she'd fall into the illusion that she was standing in darkness. Mary ran. Within the darkness she ran. As she heard the voice of that behind her, she ran.
確認する。ポケットの中のエンジン音。
Just like back then, she put her hand in her pocket and took it out. She almost dropped it, but frantically grabbed it with both hands. Her engine phone, a pocket watch type Charlie had given her. Even if she turned the rotary dial, it wouldn't connect, the same as last time.
同じなのは4つのケーキについても動いている。また数字。4つの何か、音、声。これは誰かが何かを叫ぶ声。
Mary looked at the numbers. She had to look for these voices. Her memories came back bit by bit. Everything she'd been trying not to remember. 4 screams, 4 numbers. Just like on that night, at that time when she felt the presence of 6 things pursuing her. There was only one difference.
そう、今までと一つだけ違う。私は知っている。嫌やから暗い黒の異界の名を。私は知っている。シャルノス。私は諦めない。
Okay, let's see. Where are our enemies? There they are. And where am I? Is that where I am? Okay. Well, let's just go. Man, these small meta creatures always look the same.
諦めない
Wait, was that the boss? The one red thing? It looked kinda small. Yeah, it's pretty small. It looks like some spider. Hmm.
私は
I shouldn't waste my
諦めない
sprints on this.
私は諦めない
Sea is near here, it seems. I run. There's a definite sensation under my feet. Hard stones. This isn't a dream. I'm stepping on these in reality.
私は諦めない 私は諦めない 私は諦めない
The monster screams. Shake my legs. I feel that illusion and stand still. What am I doing? I don't have time to stay here. I shouldn't have done that.
早く逃げないと
Although I remember the last time I covered my ears, I got discouraged too. Or do I remember it wrong? I don't know. Okay, where's C? It's cold, I'm sure that's it. This place is horribly cold and my body's shaking because... No, not that. It's not because of terror, it's obviously the cold. So I can't keep running.
早く逃げないと
At least it seems that the boss doesn't move. So that's good. So I guess C is either here on that place or it's somewhere around here. I'm imagining things. I can hear the monsters breathing from far away, but it's lining up perfectly with my own paint breathing. I shiver. Is it ridiculing me, saying it can chase me forever? That's not true. There's no such thing. Something like that has to be my imagination. I run as far as I have to.
私は諦めない
Okay, so voice C must be here somewhere. Let's see, maybe it does something. Maybe not. So the voice must be here then. Maybe. Yep, here it is. The first voice.
見つけた。
She heard a voice, someone's voice. No, it was someone's scream. So much it felt like it had a form, so much it felt like she could grab hold of it. There was a voice within the darkness, within the black city, casting even blacker shadows. Floating. Someone's.
それはうごめく。それはいくついくつ時にそれは愚かさの連鎖となる。時にその愚鈍さと恐るべき熱狂だ。
This is Heinz's voice, isn't it?
人を歪ませる。それが俺に見逃せた恐ろしいんだ。
Someone's voice. Mary definitely heard it.
一つ目。
And the sort of grating metal echoes those monsters out there somewhere. They chase me as they writhe. I bite my lips and put more strength in my legs. One sprint regained. Oh, nice.
私は諦めない。
Let's see. It seems D is near here somewhere. I wonder if it's up here. Yep. Ah! The spider thing began moving. My consciousness blurs, my vision shakes, buried in the black of the city. Smack! I slap myself on the cheeks. I can't collapse in a place like this. You can do it, Mary.
私は諦めな
I
い。
wonder if the spider thing is following me. Like, directly.
私は諦めない。 私は諦めない。
So if my estimations are correct, I think the voice B must be on this field. Well, let's check it out. Maybe not. But I think I'm in the right direction. The monster screams, shake my legs. I feel the illusion and sense what am I doing? I don't have time to stay here. Don't give up. Encouraged. Okay.
捕まったりしないわ。 捕まったりしない
So
わ。
the voice must be on this field then.
見つけた。
Here it is. She heard a voice, someone's voice. No, it was someone's scream. So much it felt like it had a form, so much it felt like she could grab hold of it. There was a voice within the darkness, within the black city, casting even blacker shadows. Floating. Someone's.
聞こえてくるものがある。それは俺がかつて目にしたもの。親父の才能。哀れさを感じる暇もないほど無残。それは過去に目にしたもの。俺は絶対にああはならないと決めた。なぜ親父は死んだのか。それは罪を犯してしまったからだ。
A sin.
殺人。違う。親父の罪はただ愚かであったこと。
In which way, I wonder?
だから俺は愚かしさをもたらすものを許さない。
Someone's voice, maybe definitely hear it.
二つ目。
Okay, let's see. Where might D be?
捕まったりしないわ。
Okay, I'm here. Maybe D is here in that corner. Maybe. Ugh. Let's see. I feel something. I am sure it's the breath of multiple monsters. Before I let out a scream, I cover my mouth and quiet my breath. Don't turn around. Without turning around, I scream to myself on the inside to calm down over and over. I'll be fine. I won't let them notice me. Tomorrow, I'm sure nothing like this will happen. Yes, I'm sure.
諦めんな
Yes, hopeful.
絶対
Nice. Oh. So D must be somewhere in the middle, I think.
諦めんな絶対
Somewhere around here, maybe? But I have to go this way to get there. Or can I go around here? No, that would be too long of a way. Well, wait a minute. A is somewhere around here. Huh. I'm alright, I can still run away from them. I won't let them catch me. My legs hurt from running so much, but I endure the pain and remember my friend's face. I remember Charlie, Angie, someday. We'll look back and laugh about this night. Someday, I'm sure of it, which is why I won't give up.
諦めんな絶対
Okay. So A must be here somewhere, I think.
"諦めんな絶対 諦めんな絶対
Good thing is the boss isn't moving. I wipe my eyes, my fingers feel a little damp, but that's not true. That's not what this means. They aren't tears. I wasn't crying, this is just sweat, so I can still run.
諦めんな絶
So
対
the voice is either here or here. Might be here. Let's check it out.
見つけ
Yep,
た
here it is.
俺は知った罪の意味を知ったそれがいかにして人を狂わすのか人いやそう人なんだ人を愚かにさせるのは人だ群れることで人は安堵し油断してしまう恐ろしい群れはやがて人を愚かしさに染めるだから俺は罪たる愚かさを生み出す人の群れを許しはしないそれは俺を蝕むものだ群れる集う人それは知性を奪うだけなのだ
That and television. Someone's voice, I'll definitely hear it.
3つ目
So I think D is somewhere in the middle of this place. Oh no.
諦めんな絶対
Let's just use up our sprints. Ah, yeah, wait. Damn it. Nope, it's coming here. Gosh darn it.
諦めんな絶対
Go. It's following me. I'm in pain, my legs hurt. No, you can't still run, Mary. I've decided not to give up. I made a contract with him, but more importantly...
諦
More
めんな
importantly, what?
絶対
I wonder, are they following me now? That's not nice. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. That one damn thing. Ah! It's a block. Oh
諦めない
gosh.
絶対
I gotta just past him. Damn it. Well, that was to be expected. My conscience bursts, my vision shakes, buried in the black of the city. Smack! I slap myself on the cheeks. I can't collapse in a place like this. You can do it, Mary.
捕まったりしないわ 捕まったりしないわ
I can't just go past that thing, can I? Let's see. Ah! I didn't notice that thing. Oh jeez. They want to corner me. I feel something, I'm sure it's the blood of multiple monsters before I let out a scream. Cover my mouth. Don't turn around. Hopeful. Okay.
諦めない絶対
And now... No, wait a minute. I forgot!
いや
They always go two
捕まったり
places.
しないわ
Whatever. Wait a minute. No, I don't think these in that direction. No? Or is it? Who knows? Oh god! Eh?
捕まったりしないわ
What's that spider thing doing? I'm surrounded. I'm sure his D is here somewhere around here. Huh. I think I should stay here. It's the best thing I can do. Oh, who knows?
逃げないと
This might be the end of the line here. Huh. If I go on this tile, that thing might not be reaching me, but these two will reach me and then I'm dead. But if I go on this tile, I can hope for this thing to return to here, or it will catch me. What do I do? Maybe it's stupid. And I'm dead. Damn it. Well, let's try it again, eh? I think we saw this scene already.
私を
ここまでかメアリー。お前なら、あるいはと。
I won't give up.
私は
Okay, let's try it again. I probably have to cut here a little bit so that this doesn't grow boring. Okay, I got the first voice. C. Yeah, I know. Maybe I should go for D next then. Or maybe not. That spider thing is on the move. Let's see. Okay, I think D is actually here in the middle. How do I do this? The best course of action would be to lure all the things out here in the circle around the center. Let's wait. Nah, don't go back into the circle. Into the center, I mean. Yeah, you follow me, you spider thing. Okay then. Okay, D must be here, so let's get it. Okay. Did you hear the voice? Someone's voice? No, it was someone's scream. So much it felt like yeah. So to get the other two, it shouldn't be too difficult. Okay then. Okay then, and B must be here. Okay, now only A is left. There shouldn't be too much of a problem. And here it is, the last voice.
俺の恐れるもの、それは群れだ。集い群れる人の性質。恐るべき愚かさ、罪を生む母。愚鈍な群れも世界と俺を蝕む。俺は見た。集い、安堵し、油断し。考えることをやめた愚か者どもの共栄を。やがてそれらの胸が真に恐るべきものをもたらす日を、俺の真に恐れるものを愚か者どもの群れが呼んでしまう。ゆえに俺は明日を否定する。
4つ目。
And here we go.